Hi, good morning, JJ. It's Sue.
Good morning, my friend Sue Smith from the Butterball Turkey Hotline. Always great to talk to you. How you been?
I'm doing great. Thank you. How about you?
I am fantastic because we're getting into my favorite time of year, and I get to have two Thanksgivings this year because I'm traveling home to the state of Maine the week before Thanksgiving to have an early Thanksgiving with my family, and then I come back to Kansas, and Thanksgiving 2.0 happens in my house, and I couldn't be more excited.
Oh, I love it. Well, you're talking to the right girl. We love our Thanksgiving talk here.
Good. Well, let's get right into it because I'm not intimidated by the idea of prepping and cooking a Thanksgiving dinner for 2 or for 20, but for most, it can be a daunting undertaking. I won't get to all of that with you here in just a second, but I've been curious, and I've never asked you this question. What does it take? What are the qualifications needed to be a member of the Butterball Turkey Talk Line?
Great question, because we started, just with about 6 individuals. We now have over 50 culinary experts, and it really varies. There's chefs, there's registered dietitians, there's teachers, there's food scientists. So all of them have a degree and passion in the food industry.
And a passion for everything turkey, correct?
Well, of course. They also do go through Butterball University, so we are all well-trained in all different ways of preparing the turkey.
Hold up, there's Butterball University?
There is. It's wonderful. We all go through it every year, and it's a really great way, and we just learn the Butterball way. And, again, we're also passionate about food and turkeys, so it's a fun way to start our season off here.
How did my guidance counselor in high school never mention that when she was telling me I needed to go to university?
Right.
I mean, come on. I feel like I've been deprived of something all these years. All right, so let's get to the biggest question of all. How do we properly thaw that prize Thanksgiving turkey that we picked out of the freezer case?
Yes, that's our number one question we get year after year. Really, go ahead and put it in the refrigerator. It takes 1 day for every 4 pounds to completely defrost. So if you have a 20-pound turkey, we're looking at about 5 days in the refrigerator. I think it's easy to remember the Thursday before Thanksgiving. That's when you're going to start thawing your turkey. Put it in the fridge. Let it be. It's going to be certainly fine for Thanksgiving morning. Okay.
So that's super important, especially if you have a beer fridge out in the garage. You just have to move the beer aside and make room for that turkey. To baste or not to baste? There's two sides to this. What do you recommend?
To not baste. Preparing the turkey is pretty simple, and we don't want to make it any more stressful. We're going to brush it with vegetable oil or spray it with some cooking spray. It's going to give it that nice golden color. Then you're going to put it in the oven. You're just going to let it roast. You do not need to baste throughout the cooking process. You can extend the cooking time because you keep opening that oven door and the hot air is coming out. Mm-hmm. I kind of like saying it's putting water on a raincoat. It just kind of goes,
Got it.
Into the pan. So don't baste and take that to-do list off your plate that day.
Okay. Now, I was talking with a friend here recently, and I was blown away because he's basically flipped the script on cooking a turkey. He roasts it breast side down. Is there any advantage to that?
There isn't. Callers do wonder about that. We've tried it here at the Talk Line. But no, we don't recommend it. One, it does not make it any tender or juicy. It flattens the breast, so when you do take it out, it's pretty flat. And it's dangerous. You don't want to flip a hot turkey over during its roasting or afterwards. So keep it breast side up the entire roasting time.
Okay, traditional. I'm a traditionalist. I get that. Now, there's got to be mistakes out there. There have to be some really big fails people have made in the past and phoned in or logged in and said, help, I just did this. What are some of those crazy, strange Thanksgiving morning stories you've heard?
And a lot of them revolve around thawing. So I'll preface it that we always want to keep our turkey cold in its own bath, but we've had turkeys floating in hot tubs, and there's just one, how long will it take? They forgot to thaw their turkey. It's, Thursday morning. There's hair dryers going on these turkeys, and we hear all this noise in the background. So people get really creative on how to thaw their turkey quickly because they're panicking. Again, we don't recommend those recommendations, but keep it cold. You can certainly thaw them really quick in cold water, 30 minutes pound.
All right, Sue Smith, this is a question directed at you. You got to fill in the blank for me here. It's not Thanksgiving dinner unless blank is on the table.
Jell-O casserole. We have had that every year as long as I can remember. That's a Midwestern thing.
100%. Yeah, in like what looks like almost like a bundt cake Jell-O mold kind of container.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What do you put in your Jell-O mold? Is it like little pieces of like maraschino cherries and fruit, or what's a favorite of yours?
Marshmallows, cherries, and crushed pineapple.
Okay, all right. That sounds actually quite delicious, if you ask me. Where can people find out more? Like when they wake up Thanksgiving morning and they're in a panic, you guys are there for them. How can they get a hold of you?
Absolutely. We're here at 1-800-BUTTERBALL. They can go to butterball.com. So many great resources there. And also, I want to make sure, I don't know if you're aware, they can also go to ThanksgivingHostingPants.com, because to help give these holiday hosts a leg up this year, we have collaborated with Headley and Bennett to create the first ever hosting Thanksgiving pants. And they're really fun. They're fun to look at. They're blue and yellow for Butterball colors. They're very functional because they have a holder for your meat thermometer. It has a bottle opener on there if you want one. And they're available for free while supplies last the first 3 Mondays in November, starting at noon Eastern Time.
That is really a great treat, and I'm glad you mentioned the meat thermometer because that is a game changer, and they're so affordable. So if any home cook does not have a meat thermometer, they should get one for sure. Give me that website again one more time for the free meat pan the first 3 Mondays of November.
Yes, it's ThanksgivingHostingPants.com.
Excellent. Sue Smith, always a treat to speak with you. I wish you and your family the best Thanksgiving yet with lots of core memories, and hopefully we'll get a chance to talk next year.
Thank you so much. Hope you and all of your listeners have a wonderful Thanksgiving as well.